So my 2026 objective, I'm trying to be more intentional. The people who know me know that I'm so much in my head. I overthink so much. So I'm trying to put structure in my thought process this year. That's number one. But I just wanted to share a bit of my day in the life as a agency owner. My agency is going to turn 4 years old at the end of this month. It feels like 10 years has gone by. I feel like maybe agency owners will relate to this. It's been rock and roll. I age myself by saying this. Rock and roll. But I've learned a lot. I grew so much as a person in the last 4 years. But I had a lot of realizations in the last few months. I've been operating the very honest truth is that I've been operating as a freelancer, trying to scale that for the last 4 years. And this year it really has to shift and my agency has to operate as a business. Another thing too, the last 4 years have been incredibly difficult. It creates a negative mindset. My team and I talk a lot about this, but yes, it's been hard, and in a way, we always compare the situation with what happened in the past. And that too was just a realization that for myself, me as a business owner, I need to put a stop to that. The past is the past and let it be in the past. So definitely working on that mindset. A thing that I read this morning, I'm really into affirmations and tarot card readings, but I have this, anyways, something that I bought at Chapters, and you just pick an affirmation of the day. And today resonated a lot because it said something like, I forget exactly word for word, but something along the lines of, there's no such thing as failure if you keep going. And another person told me something similar a few weeks ago. There's no such things as defeat. You just have to pivot and move forward. So yeah, really trying to shift mindset on things. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, these lines are very nice and it's something to hold on to, but I am definitely not telling new entrepreneur to start a business and losing a bunch of money by keeping this little quote in your head. If you're building something and you're losing all your savings, stop it right now. Time to reevaluate. But today it was a big thinking day. That's also something I've realized, is that in the last 4 years I've just been literally trying to put down fires. So I don't remember the last time that I really took time to think of things strategically. So I want to do that this week, which is why I have my planner out. I'm such a type B person. It's so bad. And I bought this thinking it would help me organize myself better, but I realized I may be too type B for this. However, last night I wrote down my yearly objectives, then my monthly objectives, and that's been really helpful. I don't really like to micromanage my days this much, I realized, but writing down really helped me. 2 weeks I've been working on our positioning, so I'm almost ready to put that out in the world. And yesterday I brainstormed what I have to do this year in 2026, and really I'm working right now on establishing a really clear roadmap. These are the objectives of the year. This is how we're gonna make it work, and then break it down in a monthly plan and a bi-weekly plan to really be able to measure progress. So other than that, today I had my one-on-ones with my team members. We had great conversations, and growth in any aspect of your life is hard because it's the unknown, and we talked a lot about that during our one-on-ones today. But even for me, I was telling my team, it's uncomfortable. The growth is uncomfortable, but it's necessary, right? And makes you a better person at the end of the day. I had a coaching session. So I've had a few of these where I coach small business owners, just the basics of social media. There's so much out there online and it gets so overwhelming. So I'm learning a lot from those. 2026 plan, we only really have one product offering. Truth, that's just the truth, really. And I would say that's 95% of our business right now. So I'm really working on diversifying our service offerings and just making that clear for our audience. Small businesses have always been really important to me. Someone who deeply believe in the power of local, especially physically being in a rural province of Canada. Small businesses is the pillar of our economy, of our community. They are so important. So the more the agency grows, of course, I have so much more bills to pay. So a lot of my offerings currently right now are too expensive for small businesses. So that's just also a reality of growth and scaling. But I want to make sure that I don't alienate small businesses. So I'm working on all this to say I'm working on better price point offerings for small businesses. There's a lot to do with community aspect. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping. But I have a lot of ideas. Again, I'm so much in my head. It's so bad. I have a few tough mentors that are like, you need to stop thinking and just do it. And that's a very valid point. So yeah, in a weird growth phase. Anyways, thought I'd share, but that was my day. Now I'm back home. It's almost 6. Side note, but we're in Canada, so we had daylight saving yesterday and it's light out, as you can see. It's usually dark at this time of day. So gonna go eat quickly and then I still have a few things to do. My new 2026 objective is that I'm trying to take my weekends off, which I've never done in the last 4 years, completely off. I'm really, and again, I feel like I'm a broken record on social because I've said a few times that I'm burnt out, but last week I had a bad episode and I'm like, holy shit, you need to stop right now. This is not healthy and you're literally gonna have crashed many times, but I haven't gone to the point of crash and burn. Last week I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna burn. So I need to really prioritize my health. Anyways, that just leads me to think of other things, other topics, but my mind goes to being a woman in business. There's been a lot of great things in the last decade for women. I am not questioning that, but the reality is, and just as a business owner standpoint, fully knowing my privilege, there's no capital. Access to mentors is very different. The respect, I'll keep that for another video. I really want to believe that it's possible as a woman who owns an agency, knowing that only 1% of agency owners in North America are women, and I'm talking about your agencies here. It's just something I keep thinking about, like, is it possible to reach that same level of success? And the very brutal, honest truth is I'm not sure. I want to believe and I have hope, and I will work my ass off to try. I'm going in a topic, but just the reality of being a woman. If you want children, this is deep shit, but systems were not set up for this, right? So if you look at the most successful agency owners right now in the world, they are men. They be at their level if they were a woman. I'm still wondering. Anywho, for chatting with me. I shall see you next time.